There's artistic vision and emotion, and then there's craft. So learning how to play the piano and learning technique and building finger strength and rhythmic things are all part of craft. But then without artistic vision, the craft is kind of meaningless because you're not really making music. Then it becomes just like you have a skill set to do, but you have no idea what to build out of that. And that's why I kind of started going towards Indian classical music, because I found it was really, really satisfying. And like for me, Drupad, which is like the oldest form of Indian music that's still presented today, apart from maybe Gurbani Kirtan, but I started studying with Vasuddin Dagarji, who I heard him play a show in London, and I was absolutely blown away by how patient and how much detail and nuance there was in his singing, and started reading about the Dagar family and that particular style, and I just kind of knew that this is something that I'm probably going to be studying till I'm 80 or 90 years old. It's super deep and super heavy.
So, Drupad and piano, what is the overlapping space as far as music is concerned?
I mean, so the piano is, for a good reason, not common in Indian classical music, because a lot of the things that are very special to Drupad, you either cannot do on the piano or it's very, very difficult to do. But the thing that really interested me about it was I loved that music and I loved the piano, and I wanted to find, especially when I was younger, how can I get as close as possible. And for the last 12, 13 years, I've been working towards that, and it's almost like an asymptote where the closer you get, the further away you realize you are. And there was something about the fact that the end result will never be reached. But the work towards it helps me find hundreds and hundreds of tangential things, like learning how to make sounds on the piano that no one else could make. Or one instant would be to get Andolan on the piano, I would sit and play one note for 6-7 hours every single day, just one note, and try and figure out how can I release that note so there'll be a shape in the sound. And the search for all of these kind of things is what led me to try and, the thing that I always thought about is I want to create my own virtuosity. I don't want to have the virtuosity that other pianists have, because they've done that and it's amazing and it's very inspiring. And for me, because I want to play this kind of music, what can I figure out on this instrument by putting in the time and effort and rigor into making that happen? And it's also difficult because it's a constant trial and error process where 6 months I'll work on this thing going, I'm about to get it, and then I'll find another thing saying, hang on, that might be a better way to do this. So the amount that you discover and learn through trial and error is often a lot more than going in a straight laid out line. So for me, it's been really rewarding, and I know that based on the stuff that I actually learned trying to play Drupad on the piano, there's so many tangential things that I also discover and use in composing and writing music and making arrangements that are slightly outside of Indian music.
Mm-hmm. So allow me to sort of fold my hands and bow to this gentleman. For the spirit of innovation artistically adds not only to richness of your own inner space, it also adds and elevates overall experience of people down the line, I'm sure.